This cat appears to be watching something, aren't you, Pushy? What are you watching so attentively? Sitting on that chair. What might it be that a cat might watch like it's television? What are you watching? Oh, you're on top, are you? Okay. Let's have a look and see what Pushkin likes about this. Brand new HD camera. Let's put it through its paces underwater. This little fish here, if you look at the tail, it's got an interesting shape of a tail. That's an emperor tetra, isn't it? It's a male. You can see the slight coloration at the bottom of the anal fin. There's a silver tip tetra, swimming hard against the current. It's nice if you can give them a bit of a current in these fish tanks, because there's a tiger barb. I think everybody will know that. There's all sorts of colour variations available for tiger barbs. I prefer the what they call the exit kind, the point at which it exits nature and gets into human hands. That's the original look of it. Here you have a Serpe tetra. I'm getting a bit of background, aren't I, from reflection. In a sense, it's almost better to find a nice part of the fish tank where they get plenty, where you get them all in at once like that, and then pop that down there like that and put some food in for them. Maybe I'll do that and then see what kind of a nice bit of action we get. Now there's more activity because there's food around. Nice crebensis. These are the algal bulls that you get, bulls of algae. There's another one behind there. Oh, here comes an Ancistrus. See the bristlenose bristles on its nose, quite nicely here. There's a female bristlenose with no bristles on the nose. They belong only to the male. Pushkin's joining in with your song. Nice Anubias growing against the bogwood here. Thank you. Who wrote that poem then?
It's not a poem, it's a song.
Okay.
Pushinki.
Oh, there's an albino. I don't generally go for albinos, but
Oh,
it was
there's
a
a black
present.
one. There's a black
Yeah,
one.
that's the usual one. That's an albino one. Looks like a male coming on.
She's a male?
No, it's not. She's a male. She can't be a male.
Why?
Well, let's not get into it. It's a topic for future years. But basically, if it's a male, it's a he, right?
Mhm. There's someone's tail. Good.
Someone's tail. Yes, this another bristlenose. A lot of the bristlenoses seem to be out in force, but some of the other fishes that I'd expect to be here
Daddy!
aren't here. What? What?
Come on here.
Well, that's another bristlenose. It's another bristlenose. There's another of the same. A lot of other fishes exist in this tank, and they're not showing themselves at all. So I'm getting a face full of bristlenoses.
And here's another one. Can I show?
Well, what? Which one?
Here.
Oh yeah, well that's the same one, isn't it?
No.
All bristlenoses.
Because
The albino one's
that's
back
this
again.
one. That's this one. Look. That's this bristle nose
Okay.
that I showed.
Well, we've got quite a lot of them. There's no doubt about that. Well, what about all the other fishes that there are in this tank of the bottom dwelling variety? Well, what happened to all of them?
They died.
They can't have died. They're hardy.
They did.
If other things hadn't died, they wouldn't have died.
They did.
I might take you to the. I might take you to the swimming pool. You're doing a lot on one. You're going to do an awful lot on one film, aren't you? It'll take an awful long time
I
to
can show another song.
upload it because it's an HD. Well, can I tell you what I'll do? I'll stop and then start again. All right? So you can put your piano playing on a different one. Go on then. Nice. Thank you.
I can sing another song.
Well, it's HD now, so I've got to make much shorter ones because otherwise I won't be able to do them up. Okay, hang on. Go on then. Well done. So we're back in the good old Ohota, Ośrodek Sportowy I Rekreacji, which is OSIR, Centre of Sport and Recreation. And Sophie is sitting on the furthest diving board. We're revisiting this swimming lesson of hers in order to see if there's been any progress. Unfortunately, it's at the furthest lane away, and people are making silly singing noises in the background, but other than that, all is under control. And in a minute when they kick off, I'll do some filming. So there goes Sophie getting a few tips from the instructor. We're in the last lane, about to turn round. Oh, she stopped. So what's next on the agenda? You can see, by the way, how much snow there is outside. And it's falling the whole time, but it's only -1 today. We've got all the measurements there, 28 degrees in the water, 15:22 is the time, and -1 is the outside temperature. Kids don't seem to be doing an awful lot at the moment, but they're in the water, and that's the main thing. If you're swimming and you've got no water, it's a bit difficult. Okay, it's the diving lesson bit, that's probably the best bit. Well, that wasn't a very good dive, was it? It's just a jump in. I would have hoped Sophie would... This is Sophie up now. She's not very ambitious. Oh, that's quite a good one. She's been working on that dive, I think. There she goes crawling off. Up that end they've got a great big pipe for rolling down, for sort of coming down in the water. I don't think it's working today. Oh, that kid's much more ambitious. That little one went off the top. She'll have to have words with Sophie about why she dives only off the lower part.